Cal said, I'm official.
Let me tell y'all something.
Oh.
The pod is interesting when Mike beat me to the studio.
Gavin on his own.
Look, Mike beat me to the studio. That means something happened last week that wasn't supposed to happen. That means y'all was there. So many tears for the people that's upset with Mike today. They didn't like
that, man.
They didn't like Steph Curry take.
Oh, they didn't like Steph.
They didn't like the simp post of the week.
Damn sure didn't like the simp post of the week.
He talked about Kevin Samuels and can you turn a stray? Domesticated stray. Look, man.
We ain't get no comments on that, so I don't know.
Look, man. Welcome back.
Hey, man, it's good to be back. Season 3, baby.
Hand claps for Mike. Look, some of y'all know what's going on. I just had to play so many tears because we're going to talk about top 5 rappers, but you told me this is the greatest double disc of all time.
I would say, yeah. All eyes on me.
It's the greatest double disc? You sure?
I think it's the greatest double disc. And I'm not even a pop fan like that. Like, especially back then, I wasn't a pop fan. But like, I put that shit in, bro. Damn, man. I really gotta hate the West Coast.
Let me tell y'all something. The reason why that's funny is because, like, y'all know my motto on this thing is F these old niggas. They got standards that we gotta live by, and so I grew up liking Tupac, and then as I started doing more research, finding out he was kind of a follower, finding out that he digged into gang violence that he was not a part of, it kind of just blew my mind.
Well,
but
I mean, he was an entertainer, and I think that's the part that most people didn't understand about Pop. Like he was an actor, man. He went to drama school.
He did go to drama school.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Pop would have lived, he would probably be the biggest Hollywood actor right now.
Yeah, he had a lot going on for him.
Yeah,
man.
so
which is sad. It's so sad.
But to your point, that gangster stuff
that he wasn't a part of.
Yeah, he wasn't really a part of that.
So
I ain't really a part of it. I'm not a part of gangster. Look, one of my cousins that banged a little bit will be the first to tell you. He'll be like, Mike wasn't in the streets. He was on the sidewalk. He was like, he was not in the streets.
My man said you was not in the streets.
I was not in the streets, man. Look. Like, bruh, some shit is too dangerous.
Yeah, some stuff it costs you more than time.
Exactly. No, thank you.
Yeah. So we had to leave that out. All right. So we got an interesting show today. Today's gonna get interesting. First of all, before we get started, do you want to walk back your Steph Curry take?
No, Steph Curry's the 20th best player of all time. I gave him as much as I could possibly give Steph Curry.
Oh my God, what a gunshot! Thank you. Sorry, y'all. I was looking for. I couldn't remember what the gunshots was. I tried to get him to walk that back. I did get reached out. Some people hit me up about my Kobe take.
You know what did people say about the Kobe take, man? I know they ain't
high. He's so low.
Low.
I think I had him like 6 or 7.
Yeah, him high as hell, man.
So that, and then a couple of old heads hit me up. They thought it was funny about my whole, F these old dudes. But you know.
And here's the thing, and going back, you know what? I should have put Kobe at 10. I should have.
Yeah, you had him at 12. That was disrespectful.
Like I should have had him at 10.
That was disrespectful. And I'm mad I didn't have AI in there, but never mind.
I mean, I didn't either, but I couldn't get him in. Like, Steph Curry to me has transcended the game more than Allen Iverson.
Well, you can't. Steph is better than AI, and Steph should have been. Steph should have been 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, man. Look, man, you had Jerry West above him.
Look, y'all got to put some respect on the logo.
Nah, we not. They didn't even have a 3-point line.
Yeah, exactly. If they would have had a 3-point line, dude would have dropped like 32 a game. Y'all some disrespectful.
Oh my goodness, man! You gonna plug up your phone?
Yeah, man. Let's go and hop into
So,
this.
for those who don't know, we have an interesting show today. I want to encourage everybody to listen, tag this, send this to somebody. Make sure you follow the podcast on Facebook, Business Stir Fry. Look us up. Look both of us up. If you find one of us, we'll point you in the direction of the other.
Yeah, we should be changing that to Stir Fry soon.
Yeah, we're gonna change
Facebook. That. Facebook was not letting me change it last week.
You have to change. You have to. If anybody wants to know. This is just free advice. If you ever want to change your Facebook page name, you need to do like one letter or one name, one word per week, and you would change it. It's the craziest thing. This shirt I'm wearing, it was for the Unstoppable movement, but before it was like Epic Clothing, and I had to change it from like Epic Clothing to the Unstoppable Epic Clothing to the Unstoppable Epic Clothing movement to just take it. Facebook, Mark, I don't know what you're doing. You too rich for us.
I mean, he's not doing great.
Well, he's trying to get his own currency, right? Don't he got that already?
Nah, they still been trying.
One day I want to ask you what's the point of that, but
yeah, not today.
Yeah,
not today.
And I got another question for you off mic. Like literally, and because I already know where it's going. All right, so Mike has a video he wants to play. For those who do not know, if you do not like what's being said on the podcast, blame Mike. All right. Hey, if he gets y'all upset, blame Mike. Now you might want to blame me for the marketing because I'm going to put it in places where you have to see it and react.
But here's the thing, man. Nothing that we saying is too controversial. And and before we get started, so Jordan Peterson had a quote, and I hate that I have to agree with Jordan Peterson because I feel that he leans way too far right.
Okay.
And I don't lean right. I don't lean left either.
Okay.
But I definitely have a problem with the sensitivity levels of everything that goes on in this country. And one of the things that Jordan Peterson said that I have to agree with, he said, there's no thinking without offense, right? Like if you are afraid of offending someone, you're never going to get all of your thoughts out. You're never going to get everything that's going on in your mind out. So this idea that everyone just, has to agree with you, has to, like, if you don't agree with me, I'm going to cancel you. That's bullshit.
I don't think nobody's been canceled yet.
No, I mean, and no one should be canceled. Like, we want free speech. I don't give a damn what the Klansmen say. Mm-hmm. You know what I give a damn about? That I don't know who the hell they are.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's all I care about. Show your face. You can say whatever the hell you want to say, but I need to know if I'm buying my gas from you, if I'm buying my groceries from you. Are you my doctor? Pastor? Yeah, are you my pastor? Right? I need to know. We got a problem. That's the shit that I need to know. But I don't care how you feel. But anyway, we're gonna touch on what we talked about last week with the simp post of the week that pissed a lot of you guys off. But before we go there, listen, everybody, just listen to this clip. This is going to be Miss DanaDane.
Okay,
you can follow her on TikTok.
Hollow point. I had a problem with my video about women choosing not to date anymore. But honestly, put yourself in our shoes. If we already out here getting money on our own, already getting our own houses, own cars, we can buy our own bags, we can take ourselves on trips. A lot of us don't have children, so we don't have any obligations. We got Smith & Wesson hollow points keeping us safe. What exactly are you bringing of substance that would make me being single not the better option?
Okay, so first thing first, fellas.
Oh, gosh.
Do not have a baby with a woman like this. First things first. Because she's not really ugly at all. She's actually kind of cute.
Okay.
And too many times as men, we allow the attractive woman with the round bottom to convince us that I'm not going to be that way for you. People are who they are. Now I wanted to play that because I got a hell of pushback last week when I did the simp post of the week, which was not a woman.
That is true.
It was a guy.
It was a guy. We said his name.
Some
of y'all should watch the full video.
And I got so much pushback because people were like, you're taking a shot at single moms, or you're taking a shot at women. And that was not the case. The problem was, this is why we have simp post of the week, is because black men are running out here with the same tropes that supremacy runs out here with.
Okay.
And they do it because their love language is words of affirmation. And they need the likes because the likes are how they live. So they go out and they say things that are not true just for hella fucking likes.
Man, the chick who always posts the words of affirmation, she always the easiest to smash. But go ahead. Sorry.
So two things here. Two things. One, men. If a woman thinks like this, why would you ever go out with a woman that thinks like this? Like, because she makes you feel special? Because she's saying, yo, I ain't gonna be that way for you. I'm not gonna be that way for you.
Here's my issue. I don't know too many dudes that get into their mid-30s, late 30s, and want to get married. Or that's like, yo, I'm really trying to date serious. Not date serious, like I'm trying to settle down and date, because there's so many options out here.
Men really don't try to settle down and date. Like when a man wants to settle down, he runs across a woman that he wants to be with.
Yeah.
And then he says, you know what?
I'm good.
I don't need anything else.
I'm fine.
Yeah, but a man doesn't go out here and be like, you know what? I'm dating with a purpose.
Yeah.
Well, he's dating with a purpose, but not to get married.
Yeah, exactly. And so with her, it's like, yo, it is a lot of. First of all, it's not a majority of you women that's out that's like that.
It's not,
and that's the other bullshit.
Yeah,
she got to stop.
Exactly,
she got to stop.
It is not. The majority of women are soft, gentle, and kind.
Yeah,
they're just married.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone. But her saying like, hey, majority of us don't have kids. That's a lie. Majority of us, you know,
over 50% do have kids.
So, you know, we're talking about, oh, we have a gun, we can travel. I do believe y'all have all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
They crushing it.
Yeah, y'all are crushing it. But it's not a majority of y'all. Yeah, I want to say that.
Okay, so let's go back to why I played that. Because I was accused of taking down, you know, women of color. And that wasn't the point. The point of the post was, you know, is a woman bitter because she's keeping her kid from an inconsistent, you know, man? All right, here, shit dads exist.
Absolutely.
Shit dads exist. There was a young tragedy that happened in High Point the other day. I hope that dude rots in fucking prison. I really do. Fuck him.
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
Right, we're not here for that. What we're here for is when it's made extra difficult. When it wasn't difficult to lay up with you during your ovulation cycle and splatter that baby batter on your cervix, right? That wasn't difficult. But all of a sudden now seeing the child has become an act of Congress. All right? We got to fix this problem in our community.
Absolutely.
If you decide to have a child with someone, you should be doing everything in your power to make sure that the two of you are doing everything to make sure this child has a healthy relationship. That means that sometimes you're going to have to deal with somebody you don't want to talk to.
Absolutely.
And you're still going to have to pick up the phone and say, hey, I got to talk to you about this. There'll be times where you don't want to hear from them. But you know what? We got to exchange kids.
Absolutely.
We have to get back into the habit of having a community where we don't use that term inconsistent. And that was my point with the simp post.
Yeah.
Because that was a black man that ran out the trope that black men are inconsistent, despite the fact that the CDC says that the most active dads on the planet are African-American men. 70%. All right?
Well, one day we're going to have to seriously break it down why those type of men exist.
Which the simp men?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's a whole nother podcast where we both got to show up on time and we just got to go. We might have to crack this around.
But I look, I want to read a couple things. This is something written by Child Trends, taken from the CDC report, and it says, let's see here. Black children live in a variety of family structures, including married, which is what we all should be, which is what this platform is about. Men should be married.
Absolutely.
Cohabitating. Which, if you're living together, fellas, just marry the woman. What are you doing?
Pretty much.
Just marry her. You know, co-parenting. You know, which is the situation I am in. And then single parenting households, right? More than likely, this is going in order from highest to least because this is a research paper.
Yeah.
More than likely. Which means that single parenting is going to be the least likely way that kids are living right now. All right? So, now, within these households, now again, right, we're running out the trope. We're running out the trope that, you know, there's an oppression that's going on with, you know, with African-American women. And I always ask women this. I always say, okay, so who's oppressing black women? And it's always like, well, the patriarch, men. All right.
Yeah.
What is black men participation in the patriarch? Because we don't have time to get into it today, but there is not a wage gap parity between African-American men and African-American women, which means that we're basically making the same amount of money.
Okay.
So we don't even, so we're both fighting the same person here.
Absolutely.
Why are you not on my team? That is a question. If we both have the same common enemy here, why are you not on my team? Who has convinced you to not be on my team?
Well, let me tell you something. As a black man who gets cussed out by black women weekly, I figured out that black women has this thing where, how do I say this the right way? All right, if you don't like what, if y'all don't like what we have to say, then we automatically assume I'm against you. And then a lot of communication don't happen enough between black women and black men.
No,
that's
absolutely.
one thing. It's a lack of communication because what happens is you'll find out that, hey, I'm not really against you. I might just not agree with you.
Okay, and here's also the thing, right? So there's this hierarchy, there's this patriarchy. Again, this is per the CDC. Within these households, black couples generally subscribe to egalitarian and flexible gender roles. Wow. Who is oppressing? Like, we're your teammates. I'm on your, throw me the ball. I'm actually on your team. Throw me the ball. Let's play. Let's win this game together. All right. But no, Mike, you're attacking. You're attacking. All right. So we went to another stat. All right. My point is that the word inconsistent was the bullshit, right? Because this is a dude running out the trope. He has no idea what inconsistent looks like.
True.
Unless his dad was inconsistent.
Which he acting like that then.
Yeah, which might have been the case. But the truth of the matter is, again, this is going to be per...
His dad wasn't around.
That more than likely, dad wasn't around. But again, this is going to be per the CDC here that I'm going to read. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. This was quoted. After parents break up, fathers become less involved as time passes, right? Now, everybody would like to agree with that, right? Because that's the inconsistency. Fathers are inconsistent. However, that's not the end of the sentence. After parents break up, fathers become less involved as time passes. Researchers said mothers have tended to cut the time they allow an ex-mate to spend with their children, while fathers sometimes struggle to stay involved if they formed another family. Who cut the time back?
The moms.
Per researchers. So here's my point. We have to stop rolling out tropes that are not true because they feel good. All right. We're in the pleasure society where, you know what? I can say something that might have far-reaching damaging effects.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to do it because the pleasure means more to me than what's rewarding. What's rewarding is raising competent, well-balanced kids, which you're never going to convince me that's easier in a split home or a single-parent home. That's always going to be better in a two-parent home.
Absolutely.
So I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to down this hill. I'm going to down the hill that 1, men need to marry the women that they have kids with. 2, men should not have babies until they're over 30, and they should not have babies until they're married. Period. Point blank. I would die on that hill.
Look, I told my brother-in-law, he young. For those who don't know, my brother-in-law, he's 22, and him and his homeboy was talking about some chicks, and I looked at them and I laughed and I said, one day, y'all gonna look back and say, damn, I'm really not about to sleep with nobody unless I'm cool with having a kid with them. Woo. And I was like, and I told you in the group chat, I was like, I remember as a child, my dad gave me that lesson and I just laughed. I was like, okay, whatever. And I don't even think I was fucking, but it was just one of them things I was like, oh, okay, when I get started, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be like, do I want a kid with you? Okay, I'm about to do this. And then I remember just getting older and I was like, yo, you know what it takes? When you see enough of your boys have kids by somebody who they should not have had kid with, or not even your boys, just people that you know, people from school, you see them fussing and fighting, you like, yo, how did you get her pregnant or how did whatever? And you know, women, they don't have to live by that lesson because if they want a kid or not, they can have their kid or not.
Yeah.
Dudes, you don't have that control per the government, per women's rights, things of that nature. I ain't here to argue about those rights because, your body, your choice, we'll live with that for right now. All right, cool, bet. But as a man, sometimes you got to look at it and say, yo, am I at the age? Am I at the financial capacity? Am I at the mental state? Yo, is this girl, is she going to be a good mom?
Yes. Like, and that is a huge thing, which is why men have to start taking better control of their seed. Like, absolutely. They really, really do. Like, men really just have to, like, bruh, it ain't even that hard not to really have kids.
It's really not.
It's really not that hard, man. Like, a woman ovulation cycle is only 2 to 3 days max. That's it, bruh. All you got to do is not shoot up the club those 2-3 days. That's it. You can actually track her period. Every guy knows when his girl have a period, right? Because you go over there, you go grab her a little bit, and you try to squeeze, and she like,
not tonight.
Nah. And you like, what's up, baby?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, nah,
it's not
about
here.
To start.
You got to.
Period about to start.
Yo, my head hurt.
Bro, all you got to do at that time, pick up the phone, go to the ovulation calendar, period start. That's all you got to do.
And it'll let you know.
It'll let you know how many days you got. It'll let you know when it's finishing up. And then you're good to go. Fellas, do that. Come on.
And stop fucking randoms. Like, I understand that's a fun time. It's a great time. But some of y'all did a couple randoms and you catch something and then you the first one on the front line like, yo, no, I'm not getting vaccinated. But that's a whole nother subject. That's a whole nother subject. All right, man. What else we got today?
I don't know. Hey, did you see T-Pain was going off on everyone about, you know, not being original?
So me and you had a conversation. This is why this is funny. Me and you had a conversation about these artists now and who their sons are, right? Now, Mike might not remember, but Mike said all of these rappers are Andre 3 Stacks kids. And I said, well, they very Kid Cudi like.
Yeah.
And mind you, I don't believe they all Kid Cudi like. I was saying that to be funny at the point in time. But all of these rappers are for every rapper, it's 4 rappers that sound just like him.
Yes.
I was telling my boy Brent Fayez is out. Brent Fayez, if you don't know, he's an R&B artist. He's super dope. He's super cool. He got a new song with Drake out. But guess what? Brent Fayez is nothing but Bryson Tiller. Okay. You listen to Murray. Shout out to him. He from North Carolina's own Fayetteville. Great, dope. He sounds just like Rod Wave.
Yeah.
All the other rappers sound like Future. Let's just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? All the emo rappers, they got that from Kanye, who got it from Kid Cudi because he was ripping him. Like, if you didn't have Kanye, you don't get Drake. Mm-hmm. And then if you don't get Drake, you don't get all these other crybaby ass rappers. Yeah. Even though I love Drake, so let's not get that misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? And it is funny to hear about the people not being original. And you know, a lot of these people rip T-Pain.
Yeah, and that's why I brought it up, because everybody was like, when T-Pain came out, everybody was like, you know, Death of the Auto-Tune was a thing.
Absolutely.
That was a whole song. And, you know, to be fair, he kind of ripped that off from Roger Troutman.
Absolutely.
Right? So, you know, I get T-Pain's point, but on the other side, I'm sort of like, bruh, I think you're a little hypocritical on this. Yeah. I mean, you literally took Roger Troutman's act and made it an album.
He made it, and you know what? I think at least when he was popping, it was a thing of nobody else was doing what T-Pain was doing. Now every R&B artist that is out right now uses auto-tune. Yeah, it's pretty rare. I remember when Brandy's album that just came out, I think like last year, she has a song and she was singing, and the computer registered as auto-tune, and then the producer released the files, and they realized it was no auto-tune. She just sung over it so many different times in different octaves and different keys and everything that it just registered like, yo, it's so perfect that it was auto-tune. And it was a big thing when her team was like, nah, we'll send anybody the files. Like, nah, this is just her voice. She just knows how to fucking sing. All these other singers out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know, you think about that style. I just laugh. Like, I listen to Lil Uzi Vert. For those who I know, I listen to all these little young ass rappers. And
I don't.
Yeah, Mike doesn't at all.
No idea who they are.
Yeah. And I listen, I'm like, damn, you sound like Future. Then I started listening to another rapper. I'm like, damn, you sound just like Future. Yeah. Then I'm like, damn, you sound like Future. And like, a lot of them all sound like fucking Future, which is fucking funny. But then,
I mean, in the era of, you know, I don't want to use the term free music, because I mean, obviously we paying subscriptions on Spotify and Apple. But you know, if you subscribe, you can get any song.
Absolutely.
All you have to do is make a hit. So if the hits are working, I mean, hell, Hyundai made a whole business model out of ripping off people's cars,
absolutely. Right? Look, great at it too.
Yeah. So you know, so it goes back to the old adage, right? You know, good artists borrow, great artists steal. And I think on this one, I think T-Pain was a little off base on it. Like, I get what he's saying. Okay. You know, you're frustrated because you got to listen to the same thing over and over and over again. Mm-hmm. But look, there's only so many Lady Gagas that's going to fall out of the sky. Right? Like, I mean, like, look how long it took for Lady Gaga to show up after Madonna. And what artists have we had in that Madonna, Lady Gaga spear since Lady Gaga?
Yeah, it don't happen.
It don't happen. So, yeah, you got to rehearse and repeat until someone shows up, man. I think he's being a little harsh and hypocritical.
I think he's hypocritical because they got T-Pain up out of here, man, with music.
They did. I mean, which was messed up.
They got him out of here,
T-Pain had some hits, bro.
Bro, T-Pain got some hits.
We got T-Pain song we can throw on real quick.
Bruh.
Blame it on the
Look, T-Pain, like, it sucks because T-Pain was popping. Yeah. Then you turn around, your album leaks 2 weeks before, and it did no sales really because it leaked so far in advance. We from the era when your album leaked, it was the real thing. Yeah. It was leaking. Like, people was like really going out their way to make sure albums didn't leak. And his joint leaked. And it was like nobody bought the album because if I can get it fully the exact way
that was pre-subscription.
Yeah. Then it was
so
like
your album leaked. It
was a wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
You had to either shelve your album and remix everything or just let it go or just.
And people don't remember this. This is the era where also Dream just started releasing music.
Yeah.
Like, which probably, I mean, we probably never give Dream any credit for this.
Yeah.
But this is probably why you have subscription service, because if you're an artist and you own your masters,
Yeah.
the only thing you wanted the song to do is play on the radio.
Absolutely.
You couldn't give a damn about album sales.
Nah, you didn't
Because if
care.
it played on the radio or in clubs, you were going to get a royalty check.
You was gonna get a check every time it's spent. It got spent. But yeah, I mean, I feel bad for T-Pain. But if anybody don't know, his Twitch is amazing. If I encourage anybody, if you just want to learn, I don't have no interest in the music industry. I do think it's funny to hear people's stories and listen to what bothered them. But he has the most amazing just stories about how stuff works, how your budget works, why these artists are broke, why he just stuck to writing, and you know how
he's brilliant, man. I like T-Pain, but he's wrong on this one.
Yeah, it's a sucky thing.
He's wrong. But since we talking about music, man,
here you go. Another argument loading.
Who's your top 5 MCs? Man?
All right, man.
And start at number. Look, we're not gonna go 5-1. Start at number 1 because everyone knows what the top is, so it's no suspense. The 4 and 5 is kind of where it
gets iffy.
Yeah.
Are we doing favorite or best?
There's
a difference. All right, I'm gonna give you my top 5.
Favorite. Let's go favorite. Let's go.
Favorite.
Yeah,
favorite. All right, bet. My number 1 favorite artist of all time, I don't care what y'all say, is Kanye West. He's my favorite.
I changed my mind. Let's go best.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
Let's go best.
My man just killed me.
Let's go
he
best.
Just made me go. All right, best rappers of all time. First of all, I'm going with Jay-Z. I don't care what nobody says. And if it look, it has to be Hov. Hov has been rapping for decades.
Yep.
And for decades, he's been the number 1 rapper. I think that is so crazy to think about.
He's so good at it that we minimize it. We act like it's easy.
Yeah, you would think it's easy. He makes the game look easy.
Yeah.
And to think about it, you drop an album early 90s, late 80s, whenever, and we talking about in 2021, people, if you ask people right now, like who the best rapper out right now, of course people gonna go Drake, and then somebody's gonna say Hov, and then you gotta remind yourself, bro hasn't dropped an album in years.
Yeah, he dropped the album since what? 09?
Yeah, well, nah, he dropped.
Kingdom
he dropped 444. Remember, he dropped
444. That's right.
That was a few years ago. And like the thing is like he give you verses, and it's just like
he gives you philosophy, man.
Yeah, he gives you so much out of his rap. So I got him as number 1. Number 2. All right, y'all it's finna get interesting for me
already.
It's about to get
y'all. He said these young boys, dude, they so stupid.
Look, man, it's about to get interesting. My number 2 rapper of all time. This is going to say crazy. I'm gonna actually go Pac. I know it sounds crazy. It don't sound crazy. Number 3 is Nas. I don't care what anybody says. He is amazing.
I'm a Nas fan.
I love Nas. Nas is in my top. Funny enough, Tupac is not in my top 5 favorites. Jay is in my top 5 favorites, but
we're talking about best right now.
Yeah, I know.
Pop,
so that's
Nas.
what I'm saying. If we was doing favorites, Nas will be like in the top 2.
Gotcha.
It'd be Kanye and Nas. I'm just giving it. That's how much I love Nas, and just the way he handled himself, man. He one of them people like he'll probably kill you if he wasn't rapping. Like he's just so quiet.
Absolutely would.
Yeah.
Man, like have you? I forgot who told that story, but someone was telling the story of Pop, me, Nas in New York City.
Yeah. I've heard that story.
Yeah.
It was Snoop Dogg tell that story.
Was it Snoop telling it?
Yeah,
okay.
And he was like, Pac did not even notice that Nas had so many killers around him. And Snoop was like, yo, I was trying to get us the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
And he's like, Nas was just not.
Yeah,
he was just quiet. He's just a silent killer.
Just blessed him.
So I got Jay, Pac, Nas. 4th, I'm going to go with sucks to say, man. Artist, I'm gonna have to go Drake. I know it sounds crazy. Wow. And I'm not talking about actually pure rapping. I'm talking about just music overall. Him looking at himself crazy. Look, man, I'm going Drake number 4. Rapper of all time. Just what he's doing. And 5, I'm gonna close it out with. Can I do a tie?
Yeah, you can do a tie.
I don't know if I want to go 3 Stacks or Snoop Dogg.
You know what? I fucks with both of them.
I don't know who's there.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, switch all this. Hold on. We got Dre. Hold on, excuse me. We got Jay 1, 2 is Pac, 3 is Nas, 4. I'm taking Drake out. You got to go. Lil Wayne is the 4th best rapper of all time. Sorry, y'all. I did not mean to not go there. And number 4, you could split it between Andre or Snoop Dogg. But Lil Wayne, I am so sorry, my brother. You did not deserve that. And you are seriously the 4th best rapper of all time. And if you would not have fucked up the last 10 years, you would definitely, I mean, Tupac, it'll come out there easier for me, but Pac, just the amount of music, the work ethic, him actually being able to rap. And Pac died before what birthday? Before his 25th. They didn't make it. He didn't make it at 25.
I can't remember.
But to think about like all of these rappers, they have made it past 25, past their 30s. They got married. They've had kids. They experienced life. And you think about it. I think about where I was at 24, 25, or whenever Pac passed, him and Biggie. And I know Biggie didn't make my top 5, but it's 2 albums. It's tough. I ain't from New York. Sorry. But anyway, so yeah, Jay, Tupac, Nas, Lil Wayne, and I'm rounding it out with, if you make me choose, I'm going to choose the South and say Andre 3 Stacks. But I love Snoop Dogg as well. There we go. One day we gotta do favorite rap albums.
It was 25.
25. So sad. That is so sad, bro.
All right, so definitely got to cut this segment up. All right, number one artist. I mean, it's easy. Jay-Z.
Yeah, Hove.
Like just.
And you got the baddest wife.
Book of Work.
Your wife is worth
great dad. Hey, everyone knows that I'm a proponent for black dads, right? So
there we go.
Great dad. The man is married. I'm a proponent for marriage.
Look,
I'm gonna give it. Jay-Z. Jay-Z's the GOAT.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2 on my list.
This
young dude. He didn't grow up in the 90s. He was probably born in the 90s.
You better not give me no old ass motherfucker.
it's Biggie, dude. Biggie impact.
I like Biggie.
Biggie impact on rap. Biggie is the reason why.
It's just 2 albums.
But dude, that's what's so crazy about it. Because all his features, right?
True.
Whether it's Little Kim, whether it was Junior Mafia, like everything that Biggie touched, Faith Evans, 112. Geez, everything he touched was
he touched Faith.
Hey, you know what? Matter of fact, they should just make a Biggie feature album. Like, hey, Diddy, I know somebody watching this. Hey, go create a Biggie feature album and drop it.
Look, okay, yeah, you can do greatest hits with his features.
Yeah,
Diddy, don't be doing them posts.
No. We don't want. Yeah, we don't want.
You did that enough.
No, we want the features.
Yeah,
go create an album with all his features.
You already did that.
3 is Pop.
Okay,
Pop work ethic.
Okay,
book of work, his consciousness.
Yeah,
at
25, man.
Yeah, like that's dope. Number 4 for me. This is my
Lil
favorite.
Wayne, go ahead and say it.
This is my favorite rapper. This is my favorite.
I already know who this is.
Snoop Dogg is number 4.
Snoop Dogg is your favorite rapper. So let me ask you this: what did Doggy Style do for y'all?
Dude, Doggy Style was like, man, like, because one, you had these dudes in California, because the only rap that was coming out of Cali was like the DOC, NWA. So like, you either loved it or hated it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so a lot of that rap really didn't make it to the South because the beats per minute was too fast. South was a little bit slower. We weren't really messing with a lot of it. Man, Snoop came in and he brought the funk. So the funk comes out of, it's a Midwest sound, but it comes out of the South. Like,
absolutely.
Funk comes from, Mississippi, Georgetown, Charleston, rural backwoods Georgia. That's where funk comes from. So when Snoop came out, man, if you were just like, yo, like, how is a rapper mixing funk into the music? Like, man, it just did something. Like, it made, look, Snoop Dogg made dudes cool, bro. Dudes were like, yo, man, I'm cool now.
Oh my god.
So like, nah, Snoop is number 4. Number 5 is gonna blow y'all mind.
Lil Wayne, go ahead and say it.
So it was a tie. It was a tie between book of work of a dude that's absolutely nuts.
Oh god.
Which is Ye.
Yes, that's
like
that's my
guy. I look, I love Ye, but the last 6-7 years of Ye, I've been like, why do I like this dude?
Yeah.
And like, I had to dig deep. I was like, let me just think of like female MCs.
Nah.
And
no disrespect.
Lauryn Hill.
Oh gosh. All right, bro. Like, if you put Lauryn Hill in your top 5, bro, I'm about to scream, bro.
Hold on. Let me tell you why Lauryn Hill should go into the top 5.
For what? For one album?
No, Lauryn Hill is the reason why hip hop, rap, and neo soul merged. Like everyone had the New Jack Swing, right? So you had but only singles was using that at the time. Rappers wasn't using New Jack Swing. LL Cool J tried, and everybody was just like, nah, we ain't really feeling that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Lauryn Hill was the bridge. Like, Lauryn Hill is Drake before Drake.
She is. She's a lot of these rappers. Well, I hate when we always do that. Like, this person fathered this, or this person is, and it's not for so many.
She made it cool. Like, you could if you pulled up playing, Lauryn Hill, like, you pulled up to your boys, and, we used to have speakers in the back of the car back then.
Yeah.
Systems booming.
Yeah.
And if you pulled up playing Lauryn Hill, you did not get clowned.
You did not. But come on, I'm not doing it.
You know what? But here's the thing. I'm gonna have to honorable mention Lauryn Hill.
Please.
Because
she's not in the top 10.
Number 5 has to be Andre 3000 or Kanye for me.
Okay.
But I had to mention Lauryn Hill though, man, because I'm like, like Lauryn, 3 albums. That's all we needed. Just all we needed, Lauryn.
She ain't want to pay her taxes, man. She yeah. You know who else is gonna be there for me at the end? Kendrick's gonna be up there. I know he's new, but I mean,
I don't know.
His discography is second to Kanye's as far as like coming out the gate with just classics. And if people don't know, I believe Kanye West has the best discography of all time up until for 5 album straights. Not all time, but like 5 album straights. I don't think it's untouched. You know, we're going college dropout, we're going late registration, we're going graduation. Them 3 bombs right there. Then you come out of that and say, all right, I'm making my dark, beautiful, twisted fantasy, and it's a bomb. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, then we get into the weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But the dude has, you know, it is there. So yeah.
And here's the thing about Ye.
Lauryn Hill over Nas. Get the fuck out of here.
No, hey, dude, y'all know I'm a Nas fan. Y'all know I'm a Nas fan, man. But but I had to mention Lauryn Hill because I don't think she really get enough.
She don't.
Like Lauryn Hill, again, Lauryn Hill's the reason why you got Drake.
Yeah.
Like she merged hip hop and rap.
And she was dope.
Yeah. Like I mean, she again, career wasn't long, but you know, for what she provided, let's say she was the Gail Sayers of rap. Okay. You know, amazing, you know, tragically short career.
Absolutely. What we got next, man?
All right, man. Last thing, man. So today's episode was supposed to be about maturation. We don't wasted a bunch of time talking about I don't even know what, but this is why we call it the
He said, I'm going to call you, I don't know what. That's funny.
I don't even know what we was talking about. But we're going to talk about maturation. And I want to play this clip when Tiffany Haddish was hosting Ellen's show.
Okay.
And she had on Marlon Williams. And I am such a huge fan of the Williams family.
Not the Wayans. That's definitely a singing group. Sorry, yo.
I mean, the Wayans.
The Wayans, excuse me.
Wayans family, excuse me.
You can tell we grew up in church.
Yeah.
You can tell we just went straight there.
The Wayans family. So we're gonna play this clip, man. And the reason why I want to play it is because it really speaks to something.
Okay.
For our audience, which is a majority, you know, black men and
Absolutely.
black men that are hustlers and, you know, starting their own businesses and entrepreneurs. Like everything about this podcast is going to be about hustling in a relationship.
This is a safe space for black men to speak.
This is definitely a safe space, man. Like these are the things that we talk about that, you know, that men should have more friends to discuss.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that I realized the older I've become is that a lot of men don't have these places and spaces to express what's really going on in their world. And that's the thing. If you don't share these things, man, I mean, they're going to eat you alive. They're going to destroy you. So, and even places where you're wrong. Like I've had friends where we'll talk about something. It was going to be the simp post of the week, but I didn't want to play like a clip for everything. But I ended up sending it to like one of my boys, and he and I were talking about it. And you know, and it gave me a different perspective. And I was like, "Yo, I didn't consider that." But what I didn't like about it when I mentioned it to him, he was like, "Yo, I didn't consider that." And you know what? Both points was right. Both points was valid.
Absolutely.
And as black men, you really got to have spaces. Again, we start the podcast off with what Jordan Peterson said, right?
Yeah.
There is no thought without offense. If you can't offend, if you're afraid of offending someone, there is no way for you to ever express what's going on in your mind.
Facts.
Like the English language is meant to show the world that's around you. You know what I'm saying? Then it's up to you to change the world to what you want it to be.
Absolutely.
Based upon your sphere of influence and your discipline.
Okay. But
we're gonna go ahead and play this clip right here. Just listen to what he told her of what transpired, what he was looking for.
You said it's Marlon, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be on Marlon Wayans. Whatever we was calling him before. Apologies.
Too rich to be called.
He's definitely too rich to be called anything besides his name.
For me, even, you know, scene. So it was just maturation hit you. It's like for me, even, you know, now I feel like I'm ready for. I've been preparing 30 years for what's happening to me now, and it all happens to you at a certain time where maturity and that stardom hits you. Like never nothing personal. We love you. Always thought you.
So he was telling her, like, you know, she was asking, like, man, like y'all cast me for a role that was just like me, and y'all didn't give it to me. And he was basically saying, hey, this is a maturation thing. And what I love that he said there is that it's taken me 30 years to get to the point that I'm at now. And I think that's so important for us to hear.
Absolutely.
As black men, because sometimes we feel like we're behind the 8 ball. Like, right, you know, when I'm on this podcast, you know, I'm here at my age, and I look over there at you at your age, and then, you know, it's easy to say like, damn, man, like, am I behind, right? But we're not behind. We're right where we belong at the time that we belong there.
Absolutely.
You have from now until the clock ends to do whatever the hell it is that you want to do.
My favorite story is about that. I started looking at I was talking to an older white gentleman this morning who works for Duke Energy. And he said, "What you listening to?" And Steve Harvey's on the radio.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You know, his story is so impressive." And I go, "Yeah, it really is." And he said, "No." He said, he's 65, I believe. Steve Harvey's 65, or he's in his early 60s. He said, man, Steve Harvey used to be homeless in his 30s, like in his late 20s, excuse me.
Yeah.
And he talked about how broke he used to be. And for those who don't know, Steve Harvey is worth like $200 million right now.
Yeah.
But his start, he really didn't pop until like 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's 64, and I mean, yeah, I mean, basically like 10, 15 years ago.
10, 15, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know, you go from hosting Apollo to trying to go on tour. I think a lot of black people see like, okay, these guys was on Kings of Comedy and they was living. Nah, they weren't there yet.
Nah, they were.
You know what I'm saying? After Kings of Comedy.
Kings of Comedy was what got them notarized. But they still had to work.
Yeah, I mean, if most people know, if you listen to Bernie Mac on Kings of Comedy, he's like, please give me a show. Everybody else is getting opportunities to find shows. You know what I'm saying? And these guys didn't have shows. He gets on radio. He gets syndicated to hundreds of markets to turn around. He was just only doing that to like, hey, we're going to let you come in and try to host this show. And then most people don't know he actually has like actual investment stakes in these world tournaments that he hosting, like Miss America and all that. People don't know how much money he's invested and how much equity he has in those things. So, you know, most people was laughing at Steve Harvey when he fucked up who won, right?
Yeah.
But for him, if you listen to him on the radio that week, he was like, yo, I'm super embarrassed. He's like, but for y'all who clowning me, just know every time y'all talk about it and go there, my pockets is getting fatter. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I never want that to happen again because it was embarrassing for me, that young lady, for this competition. He's like, but it's helping. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, is to your point, right? He still had to put in that grind. He still had to put in that hustle because he was on a radio show. Yeah, Steve Harvey don't have to come close to a radio show.
Yeah, and he still hosts every day. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. He don't have to.
Yeah, like, he don't even it's nowhere near that. But the thing is like it's still the grind. It's still the hustle. And I think sometimes myself definitely included. Yeah. You know, when you gain everything, then you lose everything, and you gain everything back, and you're like, I'm here, and it's gonna rocket ship. Then you lose everything again, and you're like, all right, I got to get back in this hustle. I got to get back in this grind. And I really think that sometimes other men need to hear that like, bruh, you're right where you need to be. Like the last 5 to 7 years of my life have been transformative. Absolutely. But not financially. But mentally and emotionally, like, bruh, I'm such a brand new person. I'm such a better person. Absolutely. Like I look back to the guy I was 10 years ago, and I'm just like, I cringe. Like, God damn.
I knew that, Mike.
Who the fuck was that guy?
We had a lot of fun.
Man, yeah, it was toxic.
Yo, all right, this is a side story.
Oh shit.
We in South Beach one time.
Oh.
So I'm in my room. Somehow we was in this hotel. We at the W, and Mike got this big ass room. So anyway, I'm in my room. I'm doing something. Mike come in the room. He said, get your ass out here and talk to these girls. Stop playing. And I was just sitting in the room like on my phone. I ain't have a girlfriend. I was just, because the ratio was off. He's like, get your ass out here. I'm going to make your ass talk to some chicks while we was out here. They was bad too, but you know, that was a whole nother side story. I just want to say that. But we had a lot of fun. We went to Live that night. And I forgot who I told to get out my way because I just moved. James Posey, shout out to you. I'm sorry, bro. I did not mean to do that.
Oh, man.
You was in the way, and I had to move you to get to the bathroom because it was going. That was a fun night.
Man, we've had lots of fun nights, and
that was amazing.
I'm banning you from telling any more stories. There will be no stories ever told on this podcast. Ever again.
Look, shout out to Liv. Shout out to Miami. Miami is too fucking expensive right now, but that's a whole nother story.
Man, the United States is becoming too goddamn expensive right now.
You know what I want to talk about? How average women should get average wedding rings. We're going to talk about that one day. We'll get there. I just got to get the stat of what the average woman is. They deserve the average wedding ring. I do believe that. We might talk about that on the podcast.
What does that mean?
Look, if you average, you got to get average. And you know what? Women have this. Never mind. Let me shut up.
Go ahead. Finish your point.
Women have this realistic shit that they don't have to buy of what they deserve if they don't have to buy it. But that's all another subject.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Women like free shit. That is definitely true.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we want to thank everybody for coming to the pod. First and last time listeners, we welcome you. Make sure you share this with a friend.
Nobody's the last time listener.
Nobody.
This podcast.
He about to punch both of us.
I'm not. I forgot y'all was recording. You see, I called you.
I didn't. Anyway, what you got going on this weekend, Mike? Anything? Where people can find you? You didn't even say the phrase that you were supposed to say.
Hey, man, podcast for all hustlers, ballers, players, as usual, per usual.
Hey,
go follow Pastor Mike Hill. Go follow me.
Please do not cuss Mike out. If you see him see anything crazy in these groups, please just like it and share.
Man, y'all could be mad. We just need engagement. I don't care if it's engagement.
Just engage. Anyway, and we're going to holler at y'all next time.
Holler at your boy.